Good afternoon and welcome. I am here today with my very special guest, the beautiful Ray Skinner from Limitless Women. Hello, Ray.
Thank you, Mel. I'm really well, thanks. And thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate the boost. So,
You're welcome. Well, it's actually not me to thank. It's the divine that called me to connect with you, Ray, because as you know, I work with entrepreneurs to help them to share their story and their message with the world. And from what I have experienced working with these people for the last 10 years, there's a lot of blocks that come up with people being visible online. And it breaks my heart. And I just know that there's these incredible people out there. And when they can remove these blocks, then amazing things can happen for them to be able to share their message with the world and make a change and a difference in the world. So I know from experience, having worked with you as a client, the beautiful work that you do with women, Ray. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do with women in Limitless Women? Because my title was how to remove the blocks that are holding us back. So we'd love to share with everyone what you do with Limitless.
Yeah. Sure. So I work with a modality or therapy, whatever you'd like to call it. It's a closed eye process specific to women. And, we need a process that is different to men. Most processes have been designed by males for males. This has been designed by a female for females. We've been born with a womb. So there's lots of hormonal things, and we attach everything to emotions because we're heart-centered. So we need to address those issues in our body so we can fix our mind. And so what it does is it releases limiting beliefs, money, abundance blocks, business blocks, past traumas. I myself have my two biggest things that I was able to get rid of was anxiety, depression, and not feeling good enough about myself, which has allowed me to do things like this, what I'm doing with you today, because before that I didn't think I was good enough to be a wife and a mother, let alone a business owner. And then somebody that, how dare she get on the camera and spruik about what she's doing, So I was able to get rid of all of those blocks. So I now can speak to an audience and get across how vital it is that we address these issues that's swimming around in our mind. We have so much head chatter going on, and thoughts that sabotaging thoughts that stop us from stepping into our light. And and that's when we will stay in relationships and places in our life that isn't good for us. So sorry to bring up what happened last night, but domestic violence now, how tragic is that? And I'm from a domestic violence home. I'm sure you've had your own things go on in your life, Mel, where you've been touched by that as well. There is so many of us that have been through those sorts of things, and all that, how we start off in life can carry through into our adult life and form these blocks that prevent us from doing the things that we really want to do. So yeah, it's really just about reaching out and establishing that confidence that we need to get the things done in our life that we want to. Just one thing that I wanted to sort of bring up was my mother. Well, this stands out in my mind so clearly. Was my mother passed away almost 6 years ago now. And on her deathbed, now she was, she'd put up with domestic violence for most of her married life. And on her deathbed, two things she said to me was, one, that she finally realised how much she was loved, And the other thing was, I wish I had done things differently. And my thing to women now is, don't wait until you're the one in lying in bed looking back at your life and saying, I wish I had. Go and do it now. What are we doing?
I think a lot of people are afraid to ask for help. So I guess this is our message to anyone that is watching now, that you can connect with Ray and just have a conversation with her on her Facebook page, Limitless Women, and just ask for help.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's just a simple, I'm not okay, or what is it you do? Can you explain it a little bit more to me? I know for me, having experienced what you offer, Ray, I was in a very dark place 5 years ago, and you wouldn't know it. With everything that was going on in my life, I seemed to be happy and running my business and everything was going great. But I was in a very, very dark place. And this process really allowed me to let go, move through, change my perception of who I am and why I'm here, and show me my capabilities. And I know I've done so much more in the last 5 years because I let go of those blocks and those limiting beliefs and past traumas. And the thing is, what I learned too is a lot of the trauma can also be passed on from other people, past experiences, past lives, all of that, and future. So if you're not understanding or you're not sure about epigenetics, you can look that up, how memories are stored in our energy system, passed on through our mother.
Yes, absolutely.
Gives birth to us. So
what I can, if I can interrupt there, what I can tell you with my own story, because I do always like to lead by my own personal examples, is that I know for a fact that I'm fourth generation of women that had depression, but I was also, because I lost a baby, while I was pregnant with my rainbow baby, I was very heavily stressed and depressed because I was worried all the time about losing this child as well. And he has, had chronic depression as well. So he was born with that because of the environment that was created inside my womb. So it's not just the environment that we're born into. Yes, it's the environment that we're incubated in as well. And, there is a process now called Innovatrix that men can get their own help too. So I've actually gotten that for him, and he's amazing now. That our house is so calm. So now we have both me and him that's gone through this process. And, look, I can't thank the universe enough for this process coming into our lives, because we'd tried many, many things before and that didn't work. So there you go. It can be passed on through generations, and I am living proof of that.
Yes. And, it really breaks my heart. And I know this from my own experience too, is that we can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars going to courses, thinking that this is the next best thing that's going to make my business explode. But unless we actually work on ourselves, then there's all these blocks in the way. And sometimes we don't even know that we have them. We just thinking, why isn't this working? I'm working like 16, 20 hours a day and it's not happening for me. And it's an energetic thing, so maybe just have a think about, are things not flowing for you in your business, in your life? And perhaps maybe reach out to Ray and have a chat with her, because it can be other things that are going on that you're not even aware of. But if you feel that that you're not okay and you're spending any time at all saying to yourself, I'm not good enough, who's going to care what I've got to say, who's going to watch my video, who's going to listen to me when I go and speak, these are the things that we need to get rid of. And they absolutely, I've experienced this myself and gone through the process, and it's been amazing. And I've also seen many hundreds of women and men who've gone through this process too, and the testimonials of how their life has completely transformed as a result of this work. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So what have you got coming up, Ray? I know that you've got coming up. You work with women and you take people away, don't you, to have me time, getaways?
Yeah, well, I'm actually coming to the end of that. I've decided that when we go through Creatrix, we like to surround ourselves with like-minded people and, and not be caught up in negativity anymore. So, I want to go away. I'm doing this for me and my clients now. So anybody that goes through Creatrix, once a year, we're going to have an annual holiday away. And, that could be Bali or somewhere nice and exotic where we can treat ourselves and get some pampering done. So I'll be doing that. But the last me time getaway that I'm doing is between the 5th and the 9th of March. And on the 6th of March, the Friday afternoon, I'm having a Women, Wine and Wellness afternoon, which you are going to be at, Mel, as a lovely speaker. And, we've got a few speakers, some really powerful ladies that are going to be presenting at that. And, and then we're just going to hang out. We're going to have some wine. There's a grazing table. We've got beautiful Julie Cook that's going to be singing for us. And, yeah, it's just going to be a really nice, intimate afternoon where, we can share with each other. The topic that we're sharing that afternoon is how we've made it from pain to power. So how we've turned our pain into power and been able to now inspire others. So really looking forward to that.
Is there still tickets available for that?
No, there's not now. They've
sold out. I'm not surprised.
Sold out, yeah. So because it is just a small venue, I can't fill it too big. But I actually would love to collaborate with some more women to do these ongoing. So they will just be an afternoon, probably 3 or 4 times a year where we can get together and have these afternoons. So yeah, if you want to be in on that, let me know.
Sounds good. All right, so if you've got any blocks or any self-limiting beliefs or anything that you feel is holding you back, I really encourage you to head over to Ray Skinner's Facebook business page, Limitless Women, and just connect with her there. Just send her a message saying, let's have a chat.
Yeah, I'm always up for that. Yeah. And look, ladies, it's just I'm very, what you see is what you get. So with me, it's a casual chat between friends. I identify some blocks for you, and I can then share with you how we can move forward and release that, so you can live your best life. And, the price of that is always the main topic everybody wants to ask me. And, what I can say is you need to get on a call with me first, because every individual is different. We don't work in groups. This is one-on-one. We're all very individual. So that, you really do need to get on the call with me and, discuss what's going on with you.
Yeah, take that first step to say, yes, I need help.
Yeah.
And thank you. I'll accept that, that chat with Ray and move forward in your life so that you can get out there and shine your light bright, because the world needs you. Isn't that right, Ray?
Absolutely, Mel.
Thank you for joining me, beautiful. And I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you so much. I look forward to it, Mel.
Thank you, everyone. And go out there and be amazing, because you are amazing and you deserve to have all of the joy and happiness that you desire.
Absolutely. Much love.
Bye, everyone.